Hey y'all, Countryman here. I've been watching a real cool dude on YouTube. He goes by Wolf Pit, and he made some coleslaw. And I'm gonna try his recipe right here. It's real easy made, and I want to tilt you down just a little bit to where we can see my bowl. And he calls for 1 cup of mayo. And you know me, I am not going to measure anything. Well, maybe I will have to break it out a little bit. But I'm going to use about a cup and a half of mayo. And he makes this up quick and simple. He uses 1/3 cup of apple vinegar. Pours that right in with the mayo. I don't like making mayonnaise for the simple fact that it's so hard to make until I started seeing his recipe, and I like it, so I'm going to try it myself. He calls for 1 tablespoon of black pepper. I am running real low. Let's see if we got a tablespoon of black pepper in there. Oh yeah. And he calls for 2 tablespoons of salt. That's a tablespoon. There's another tablespoon. Yes, I measure. And we stirred this all up. Oh, he did tell me that I am supposed to put some sugar in here. I think he said about a teaspoon. It takes the twang, or whatever you want to call it, off of the vinegar. Now we got that. We're going to set it off to the side. And I'm almost done with my cabbage. I cut it in quarters, and let me tilt you down just a little bit where you can see what I'm doing. Go it across the grain. And there's no correct way to cut cabbage unless you got one of those machines. Now this is long strips. You can see that? So what I do is go across it one time. And I got my bowl over here. Pour that right off in the bowl. Now, this doesn't look like much of the sauce. But what we do, and what he told me to do, is pour this in. I'll clean that up later. And just start stirring. Let me get my board set back up here. We're going to stir this for a while. It doesn't look like there's nowhere near enough of the dressing. But here's the deal. You got that salt in there, and it's going to reduce the cabbage by almost half. Anybody in Northeast Ohio? You can see what I come up with here. But anybody in Northeast Ohio, your Save-A-Lot. They got them all over Northeast Ohio. And their cabbage is 39 cents a pound. So if you got a Save-A-Lot, we got Elyria, Cleveland, Garfield Heights, Northeast Ohio. You name it, they got them all over. But their cabbage is on sale right now for 39 cents a pound. That's not a shout out for Save-A-Lot. It's, matter of fact, I haven't been there. I know that it's 5 miles over for me to get there, and if I can find a way over there, I'm going to. But this is what I'm doing today. I'm making me some sauerkraut, and you remember all that cabbage, or the cabbage, all the pork that I canned up back in July of last year? I got 1 jar, and me and my buddy, what's his name, Ray, we're gonna make some barbecue, and we're gonna have pulled pork sandwiches and coleslaw for dinner tonight. And I'm going to take that pulled pork and put it in there and put my buddy Ray's homemade sauce on it. And simmer that down. And put that on some light bread with some coleslaw. And that's what I'm going to have for dinner. And I'll bring you back after it's all said and done and give you a sneak peek before I pig out. Countryman out for now. God bless. Hey y'all, Countryman here. I'll show you what's for dinner. I went in there, I got a can of my pulled pork, 1 quart. And I put me about, cup and a quarter of my favorite barbecue sauce in there. Put that right on my sandwiches here. And I am going to put her on thick. Y'all seen earlier that I done Wolf Pit's recipe on his barbecue, or on his barbecue sauce, on the coleslaw. But let me show you how it turned out. This coleslaw, you seen how much was in there? It is reduced by over half. Let me use my spoon. Go put some of this coleslaw right on top of there. Homemade coleslaw that I can buy the cabbage 39 cents a head right now. And light bread, I canned this pork up last summer, July, I think it was, 7 or 8 month of the year. And on top of that, put our coleslaw, and we have 2 sandwiches there. I've got light bread. You can use buns if you want to. And out of a quart, you've seen how much I put on there. I've got enough to make 6 or 8 sandwiches there. That'll last me a couple of days. How does it taste? Well, let's find out. Now, I don't know how to put a link to Wolf Pit's channel down there, but go check him out. Very good, very sweet, very tasty, and very cheap. So I figured, what did I say, about $3 a quart for that, not even, it was 99 cents a pound, so that's $2 a quart for that pork. A little bit of time to put it together, and then 39 cents. This whole meal with all that meat and that whole bowl of coleslaw cost me $2.50, $2.75. Got enough for 3 or 4 meals, and it's homemade and it tastes good. Thank you, Wolf Pit, for inspiring me today. Thank my neighbor for out there barbecuing. I wasn't going to fire up my little barbecue pit today, but even in the wintertime in Northeast Ohio, you can have a meal fit for a king. God bless Countryman out. And like I said, if I could do it, anybody can.